My wife demanded I apologize to her male best friend after I caught them flirting in 3 a.m. text messages. "You're being paranoid and jealous," she said. "Call him right now and say sorry." I nodded and said, "You're right." I picked up her phone and dialed his number on speaker. Before I could say a word, he answered, "Hey beautiful, is the dumbass asleep yet? Let's sneak out tonight again." The silence was deafening. I handed her the phone and said, "Here's your apology call." That night, I packed her bags while she begged and sobbed, kicked her out, then changed the locks. Now, you know what they say about trust, right? It takes years to build and seconds to destroy. Well, let me tell you about the night my world flipped upside down faster than a pancake on Sunday morning. It was 3 a.m. when I stumbled to the bathroom, half asleep, when I noticed the blue glow coming from Rose's phone on the nightstand. Now, I'm not usually the Snoopy type, honestly, who has time for that drama. But something about the constant buzzing made my gut twist like a pretzel. Call it intuition, call it paranoia, but when your wife's phone is lighting up like a Christmas tree at 3 in the morning, you don't just roll over and count sheep. The messages were from Felix, her so-called best friend since college. You know, the guy who always seemed to find excuses to text her during our date nights? Yeah, that Felix. The same one who'd show up unannounced with coffee just because and somehow always knew her schedule better than I did. "Can't wait to see you again tomorrow night," kissing face emoji. "Henry's so clueless, isn't he? You looked incredible in that dress today." Couldn't stop thinking about it. My blood turned to ice water. Each message was like a punch to the gut, and trust me, I've had my share of those from my boxing days. But this hurt worse than any physical blow ever could. When Rose woke up the next morning, stretching like she didn't have a care in the world, I was sitting in our kitchen chair, her phone in my hands. The evidence was right there, glowing like a neon sign in Vegas. "Morning, honey," she chirped, reaching for her coffee mug. "You're up early." "We need to talk," I said, sliding the phone across the table. Her face went through more color changes than a mood ring. First pale, then red, then back to pale again. But instead of the confession I expected, instead of the tears and apologies, you know what she did? She went on the attack. "You went through my phone?" Her voice pitched higher than a dog whistle. "Henry, how could you violate my privacy like that?" Violate her privacy? I'm staring at evidence that my wife's been having some kind of emotional affair, and she's worried about privacy? Sometimes I wonder if people take classes on how to flip scripts this dramatically. "Rose, these messages are completely innocent," she snapped, snatching the phone back. "Felix is my friend. My best friend. You're being paranoid and jealous, just like always." Just like always? That stung because it wasn't true. I'd never been the jealous type. Heck, I'd been the one encouraging her to maintain her friendships,